Dear Sony, the games as a service model is not sustainable. We don't want 20 of them every announcement showcase. Can't you drop at least 1 or 2 quality single player experiences this gen? Well, there is Bloodborne. There is a Wish in it, right? There is Silent Hill 2 was your 1 or 2 there, buddy, I guess. It is this gen. Temple experiences like you used to be known for. The problem is as well, it's a different time with development now. I mean, what I was saying, I said earlier in this video, is that if PlayStation, if Final Fantasy VII Rebirth hasn't sold well enough, that they're now making stories up about how the third part might be not come out or something crazy. We can't say anything about live service games at that point. Then, you know, it's up to us. This is why it's so important that we foster and we pay enough. We pay a lot of money as it is, but it's very important to foster a attitude of buying. I don't know about all this Game Pass stuff sometimes, because I think maybe it's killing a little bit of the sales of things. But I hope we don't end up not getting Final Fantasy's next part, or end up getting like a goofy live service version or something, because every publisher's going to make this excuse if their sales don't come out as planned. And what I've played of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth so far is complete and absolute quality. There's potential for it to be kind of open worldy, busy worky, so I'm still not ready to do a complete review rating yet. 2 months later, you know, I'm always behind, but you know, it looks like they've put a lot of effort in, so I don't feel like it should be anything that is underselling. Underselling is one of my favorite series of all time, especially 7. Hurts my heart, not gonna lie. And if that's the case, I don't know if it's because they spend too much money or if it's just costing too much money to make games. I don't know if they need AI to save it or something. But if that's the case, we can't complain about live service games afterwards if it just costs too much to make these things. You know, that's the reality. It sucks. Anyway, my expectation, this is Mark Mills, is it? Let's use the power of technology and zoom in these chats a little bit here so I can actually see them without straining my eyes on my 4K television. Mark Mills says, my expectations were low and I am still disappointed. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is to these shows. I think with like E3, well, E3 was every year. E3 cost a lot of money, I know that. And I also know it's not viable because of that. And also I know there was lots of problems with like people getting embarrassed and stuff with, you know, fails and that. And it was funny sometimes. I remember that. Never forget that Konami one. Oh man. I missed those. I missed those cringy moments. That's why the Game Awards is the new E3 in a way, because it's like you might get something really cringy or emotional. But I think it's just games take too long to make now, too much money. And because they take too long to make and too much money, unless AI changes it ethically, I think it's going to be difficult for us to get that period of E3 where you had new and exciting things every year. You know, it's difficult now. It takes like it could take like 4 years just to make anything at these levels, much less people's expectations. And that's not even including what you usually will have as a problem with it. But yeah, it's hard for them to release games quickly enough now, it seems, and it costs too much money. In a world where you have a quality game that's highly rated, like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and we're talking about it being a financial disappointment, we've got to take that into consideration. It's hard. That's pretty rough. Yeah, a couple more comments. A 10-second countdown for a 30-second countdown is insane. That is true. I didn't get that either. Astrobot actually stole the show, and Sony even knew it would. Well, I don't know. Let's see how much. Yeah, Bloodborne. No Bloodborne. No Bloodborne. Yeah. Sony should be ashamed at that state of play. I think it's really hard as well, because how do you set expectations for these things now? That was, you know, usually we get these shows in June, which is around the E3 period of time. on the 31st of May. Well, now it was the 30th of May. They did it because past 12 now. And oh, we got a heavy hit here, 118k subs. Honestly, I'm disappointed. Yeah, I have that feeling overall as well. It wasn't great, was it? I mean, I didn't expect it to be, but I thought there'd be at least maybe one thing. You see, I think what it is with these shows, I don't think if you're Sony, if you're a PlayStation, I don't think you can really do these kind of shows if you don't have something like at least one thing that is a banger. And if you don't have at least one thing that's a banger, maybe the strategy is to just do it like just do separate trailers and not do a show. I don't know, because there's a lot of negative comments here. You'll spend an unnecessary amount of time promoting Concord. There's a lot of like hate for Concord and live service games. The game industry condensed in one video. Souls likes, games as a service, remakes, ports. You know what? Gats nuts? Or is it Gats and Guts? Yeah, that guy's not wrong, you know. I didn't even think about the fact that the one that is exciting is a remake as well, to be fair. It's not a new game. And yeah, there was a lot of Souls likes in there. I mean, that one Soul that looked really cool though, to be fair, but man, it's true.